Welcome to the 8-Bit Cat Show, a place where friends geek out over the nerdy things we love, sometimes with cats. Duke and Patches have joined us this evening, and I'm your host, Stephanie Katz. With us tonight, Zach.
There's a lot of cats.
And Tom.
Dick puppets.
Why?
I've been wanting to say it. I've been going to work every day. Everyone was and having the story of saying that, and I was just like, man, you know, it sounds like one of those punk rock bands. Like if you're growing up and you're just sitting there like, God, I remember the Dick Puppets. They were such a punk rock band.
And then the emo band version
Yeah.
is Richard Mannigan.
Richard Mannigan.
I was gonna save this for like a end of the month little recap thing, but since you brought it up,
Oh no, Dick Puppets.
the unconscious Shadow did comment on that video, and he says, Tom's old man voice, take me to the Dick Puppets.
You're a meme, Tom. There you go.
I like it. Take me to the Dick Puppets. I want to see Dick Puppets.
God, no.
My Google search is not the same.
Oh, nothing weird's been popping up, so there's that at least. Mostly it's just wedding
Nothing
stuff.
weird because it's already on there.
No, it's all like wedding stuff like, we saw that you searched wedding venues. Here's 10 other places you can look at that aren't anywhere near you.
I will say, I think it has affected my search history. Because I got some wedding stuff, and then I've had a large influx of products from Adam and Eve.
That could have been it.
So I kept wondering, like, why am I getting these ads?
Probably because Google's listening.
Dick Puppets.
Yeah, and it's hearing some guy going Dick Puppets.
We've said dick 47 times in this room, and it's like,
you know.
I can sell you a rubber one. That's as close as I can get.
Oh my
Silicone.
God.
Start getting targeted by YouTube.
You guys are too much.
Do you need penis enlargement pills? These are the ones for you.
But how do they know? How do they know?
How do they know?
If I don't take the 5-minute quiz with their online doctor, how do they know?
I believe it is on Discovery Plus, but there is a documentary on there right now about Viagra.
About boner pills.
Oh, okay. On Discovery Plus, huh?
You know, that's what they give you, like it was originally intended to, like, give you when you're having a stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they found out one of the side effects was boners, and
They're like, hey, works out for everybody.
Yeah. Unless of course you take nitrates for, because that could cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. There we go.
Heart pressure?
Heart pressure. Heart pressure. No, that's the technique when you're giving CPR. You gotta have that heart pressure.
Just to the tune of staying alive, just so you know.
Yes, there's a lot of other songs that are 120 beats per minute.
Yeah, quite a few.
Quite a few. But yeah, Staying Alive does work.
Good Office reference.
But anybody who's been in any marching band ever, just pick any song. You're right there. It's 120. It's all 120.
You're 120.
Roughly, yes.
Damn, it's pretty light, bro.
I was gonna say years old. I thought I looked pretty good.
Crazy.
So what's on the agenda today?
We don't have it.
We don't have an agenda?
We don't have it.
Man.
We're going off book today.
We met.
Slacking.
We got to meet John Carlos Esposito and Ewan McGregor, and they are both amazing human beings.
Yeah.
And she didn't pronounce either one of their names right, but it's gonna be okay.
Why are you so mean to me?
Well, it's Giancarlo Esposito, not John Carlos. Giancarlo.
Racist.
That's what I said.
No, you said John Carlos. We got tape. We'll play it back.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, we did.
I did.
But
You did.
you did.
You did.
At least it wasn't Juan Carlos.
Juan Carlos.
It's Ewan McGregor.
What did I say?
Ewan.
Ewan.
You know what was not fun? The Airbnb we stayed in.
No.
Fucking.
I don't know if we should put him on blast, but I kind of want to put him on blast. It was not great because we went to San Antonio for the
Superhero car
Superhero-
show and Comic-Con.
Comic Convention. Yeah.
Comic convention.
Yeah.
Celeb Fan Fest.
Yeah, presented by Sled Fan Fest. But it was also neat because, in addition to the regular con stuff, they had a bunch of famous cars from movies and TV shows, and even a couple cartoons. They had the Fred Flintstone's car.
Ooh.
It's pretty dope. They had the Mach 5.
More importantly,
Mach 5.
fucking, first of all, they didn't even email me the details of what was going on until like 6 hours before we were like gonna be leaving, and I was at work, so I couldn't look at them. And then I got home, and we had to pack, and we had to go. So I didn't. Boom. So then we get there, and it's like 10 o'clock at night, and the way they have it set up is like a front house and a back house, but they didn't actually tell us where we were supposed to go.
Because the listing says full home.
But it wasn't. And then the fucking code, their door's all fucked up, so you have to like pull and hold it at just the right spot and put the code in, otherwise the door jams, and it took us like 10 minutes. And we're tired, and I'm frustrated and hangry. And then we get in there, and it's clear that the back house, which is where we were staying, used to be a detached garage. And they were like, it'd be really fun, instead of doing things properly and like getting stuff inspected, we're just gonna like kind of like
Put stuff together.
put a raised thing in the middle where the plumbing's all gonna go, but we're not actually gonna put like a foundation in.
It was interesting.
So mad.
We got our deposit back, so I guess we can talk shit now. So,
For what I paid
Hotel?
for that, I was so mad. Well, the reason we had gone with this place is it was literally 0.5 miles from the convention center.
it was extremely convenient.
It
We
was a
walked
5-minute walk.
Yeah.
That's why.
And in their defense, extremely convenient.
And then
Against them,
there were people staying
everything
in the
else.
front house. So it was advertised as a 3-bedroom house.
2 bedrooms in the actual main house. Your bedroom.
Well,
in the garage.
there was technically a fold out futon thing in the living room, so they could say it slept 4 maybe, but it claimed it was 3 bedrooms on the listing. But so I think it was 2 bedrooms in the main house and the 1 bedroom in the detached house.
But the way it
That's
was
3
advertised
bedrooms.
is that
Yeah.
like you got the whole house, but you didn't. And so there were people that were staying in the front house that like
And the parking was
almost
real
blocked
weird.
us in, and I was just it was
Did you guys get at least a kitchen in there?
yeah,
Technically,
Technically.
it functioned.
we didn't use it for anything, which I think was a good idea. We did make some coffee one day, so we had to hand wash all their coffee stuff so they can rest assured it was taken care of. Oh, their checkout instructions. I was reading some horror stories on like Reddit today and stuff like that, and ours is up there. I was like their checkout stuff is like, no, there will be no trash whatsoever in the apartment when you're done. All needs to be taken out, put in the bag, and then taken out to the main garbage out on the front porch. Don't run the ACs when you're not here. They reiterated 6 different ways that the plumbing was very delicate and not to do anything bad to their plumbing, or else they will charge you so much money it's not even funny, kind of thing like that. And it's like, you know why your plumbing's so delicate? Because it's not up to code.
Did you put a complaint in?
No, I didn't get the thing.
Oh,
they
is
never
it-
emailed me the thing to like take the survey.
Well, yeah, because it's not worth Airbnb. Not to speak out of turn, but Airbnb does allow the hosts to have a lot of leeway when it comes to what reviews are actually posted on their.
But I also didn't book
Site.
through Airbnb. I booked it through Travelocity.
Well, then I don't know. They're just awful people.
Anyway, but so yes, so
It was interesting.
Giancarlo was
But-
amazing.
But
It was
so the con was amazing. Yes, I will say. Oh, yeah, you should bring that on the screen.
It's so far.
Tom, grab that behind you. She did not come prepared. I'm gonna help prepare her for the next moment. Oh wow. You know, he's just nice. Just.
Display that. Look at that. Look at that. It's so pretty.
No, you're just being ridiculous.
I am being ridiculous.
No, Tom. That's about the right amount of reverence and respect that I would hope you would have for that. But no, Tom's utterly ridiculous. Now he did a good job. He didn't even need to be coached. He came in. And he's like, does it? And he goes, and that signature needs to go right there, so it's perfectly mirrored to the other one. Perfect. There you go. All right. Have a great day.
I was like the only one with a Far Cry thing too. I think you really appreciated it.
Everybody, it was, well, because Ewan McGregor was there as well. It was mostly Star Wars people. There were quite a few Breaking Bad fans there.
I'm sure.
For $80. And I had thought about going and buying one myself, but I couldn't figure out what the exact model was. But I was going to go buy a box cutter and have him sign the box cutter.
Wow.
Don't think I'm weird for that, because for $80 you can buy a pre-signed box cutter at his autograph line.
Jeez.
The two of the guys in front of us, when we actually went and got the picture with him, they both handed him a box cutter, and he slit both their throats at the same time.
Nice.
In the picture, and it was quite funny. Do I need to come over here?
Yeah.
Was that too far away?
I was hinting to you.
I get in trouble because I'm yelling at it all the time, so I was trying to keep it out of my direct line of fire here.
You sound echoey. You sound like this. You sound like you're talking like this.
Oh, I'll talk like that.
Hi.
Look at our picture.
That's a good picture.
Isn't it?
Why didn't you want to get too close to him, Zach?
I know, right? Well, because
You're
was
like all
saving.
standoffish.
He was saving his love.
I see that.
Look how happy this man is. I've never seen him happier in my entire life.
Kiss my ass. No, I was quite happy. Very nice gentleman. He smells of sandalwood and lilac. I want to know what his hair product is. It seems like some great, like some pomade stuff. Smells good.
I love you.
He was a very sweet guy.
He's an amazing human being.
It was really fun looking at stuff on the internet like the week after that, because people were like, "Oh, things revealed at Obi-Wan star reveals Nick stages and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Ha! I was at that Q&A. That was fun. I was there when he said that live." Suck it.
But yeah, so when we went to go and meet him, Ewan McGregor, we were trying to come up with because obviously we went as Obi-Wan and Anakin. Obviously.
Obviously.
Most people dressed up on Saturday, so there were some people dressed up Sunday, but
the costume contest was on Saturday.
I was a little sad because on Saturday there were a bunch of kids dressed up like Jedi, and I was really hoping that there would be some on Sunday as well, because I was gonna walk up and be like, "Can I ask you all to pretend dead for a minute?" So
Can all you kids lay down and play dead?
And come on, all of those kids would be on board for getting murdered by Anakin. Every one of them. Come on.
Yeah. So then we were trying to come up with different concepts of what we were gonna do when we met him, and we had a few different ones, and we're like, all right, we'll just wing it and see what happens when we go up there. And as soon as he said hello to us, both our minds just.
Hello there.
No, he didn't.
Well, first he was just like, "Hey, how are you?" And then he does the "hello there," and then he did it back to him, and that was.
I'm like, all right, we're on board.
And he was just really sweet. Like, he made sure to shake everyone's hand and say hello and thank them for being there. I didn't even word vomit.
That's good.
He's a nice dude. He was a cool dude.
Yeah.
And then we went to go get his autograph, and we don't think we were supposed to be in the VIP line, but that's where the lady put us, so that's where we went.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we did get him to sign this for us. It's the re-release of the original figure, but it looks more like it's got the Ewan McGregor sculpt on it, so it actually looks like him.
Yeah.
So the best part about this
guy, it says all the best, but you can't tell that. There was, unfortunately, they did tell us in line he wasn't doing quotes that day. Just to get everybody through the line, they got to speed it up. So he's not doing any quotes today. And it's like, all right, I get it. That makes sense.
So when we walked up there, the lady was like, because he actually had a plethora of markers. Most of the time, they'll only have a black and a silver, but he had all sorts of colors. And he was like, I don't know, black, I guess. And then we got there, I was like, no, do the blue one.
Yeah.
So then the lady was like, oh, yeah, they want it in black. And I was like, actually, if it's okay, can we actually get the blue one? Because it'll match your lightsaber. And he's like...
It's like, yeah, good idea. Yeah, that's good.
That makes perfect sense. And I was like, yes, nailed it.
It was fun. The lady was sweet, though, there, because they always have, some pictures that you could have them sign if you don't have your own thing to sign. And I'm like, so I paid for this thing, and he's going to sign my thing. But can I get one of the pictures too?
She was like, just come back around and see me.
She's like, go around the line and just come up here. I'm like, oh, awesome, sweet. So I got space.
It's the other one over there.
Yeah, we good.
In the purple binder. I don't know if you can see with the glare.
No, I can see.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's the part in Revenge of the Sith where they're letting Anakin be on the council, but they don't grant him the rank of master. And Obi-Wan's sitting there very stoically in his chair, and he's like, "Yes, this is the right decision, even though I know it will make him blow up inside and murder us all. But this is the right decision because he's the kind of guy that would blow up inside and murder us all."
Just the children.
Just the children. No, he did more than that.
The women and the children.
Yeah.
Not just the men, but the women.
He did a lot more than that.
Children.
I'm not sorry.
If they smelled of Kyber crystal at all, they were getting murked.
But it was a really fun weekend. We had a good time.
Sounds good. I worked.
I'm sorry.
I should have been at work.
Yeah, we only
Things only sort of went
we
awry.
only have like a wedding to pay for now. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Shouldn't have gone to that. It was really fun. Had a great time.
Okay, first of all, I paid for it before
We were idiots. Yeah.
it was already paid for.
So I was trying to kind of talk you out of it because she did it right before we went on our trip. What are you doing, woman?
I accidentally hit the thingy. I'm
You
sorry.
see this, guys? This is what we're dealing with over here. This is our technical director, Stephanie.
We're a bunch of amateurs.
Yeah.
100%.
We don't even have an agenda tonight. We'll just bullshit.
Huh?
That was painful. How dare you, sir?
And 8-Bit Cats is written, directed, edited, produced, and distributed by Stephanie Ganser.
I'm just here to fuck it all up.
Yeah, that's generally your go-to.
Look, Duke's gonna help. He's about to knock all this shit over.
Duke is definitely trying for the fuck up today.
YouTube's been on a weird binger for me. They've been putting a bunch of spooky videos all up in my stuff.
Spooky.
I guess getting ready for the spooky time of the year.
Spoopy season.
Yeah, is it weird that that Halloween decoration's already in stores?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's not even that time yet, but hey, whatever. Guess
feel
people
like
are trying to get early, you know.
It's gotta at least wait till September, right? That feels like at least let
It's
it
almost
get to
there.
fallish. Yeah, fallish is there. I guess we only got like 2 weeks left in August,
Yeah.
but still,
It's almost there.
it's farther away than I'd like.
I've just noticed that they've been starting to do it like earlier and earlier. as
No, it's
time
just
has
like
progressed.
again, it's just like Christmas. It keeps encroaching into other holidays. We're gonna turn to the Who's from Whoville soon enough.
You guys ever have anything weird happen to you, spooky wise?
Yes.
No,
No,
Zach does not believe.
he doesn't believe
He
it.
doesn't believe.
Man,
every single interaction with that is easily explainable with actual science.
I don't know.
We need to do an 8-Bit Cats field trip to there's this place in Palestine that it's like you can stay an overnight haunted hotel. I want to do it. 8-Bit Cats field trip.
I'll film it. I don't care because ghosts aren't real, guys.
Sure.
Just not.
Sure.
Give me one shred of unequivocal evidence. Actual proof.
So funny story. I was with an ex-girlfriend while I was in the military, and I was over at her place, and we're on this like random piece of property on like this trailer that she was at, and I was like laying in bed, and she was laying next to me, and we're sitting here like this, and out of my right ear, all I hear is just like that, just standard. Out of that ear, only that ear, right? So I turn and I look, and it was a guy's voice. I turn and look at her, and I go, "Hey," and she looks at me and she goes, "No, you said that, right?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "Creepy." Okay, and I was like, "Yeah, weird," but like she heard it out of her left ear. I heard it out of my right ear, and it was right in between our head, and it's just a, "Hey," and that was it, and from then on, I was like, man, that fucking place is haunted. And then I was sitting here washing dishes, and she went outside to go get mail. No one's in the house, no animals, no nothing. And all I hear is just walk down the hallway. And it's a fucking trailer. It's a single wide trailer. And I look down this hallway, and I'm going, just kept washing dishes. I was like, man, fuck.
A bunch of the places that I've worked have a lot of people have claimed that they're haunted, and as being generally the guy that closes these places up is the manager, is there more often than anybody else, kind of thing like that. Especially by myself. Okay, so specifically there's a bar I worked at in College Station that was supposedly haunted. It's been like 6 different bars, stuff like that. And the people are always like, oh, I see him behind the back bar. There's ghosts back there, full on go. So anyway, I literally sat there one night at 4 a.m. After we closed out at 2 a.m., I sent everybody home and turned all the lights off, and I sat in there, and I'm like, all right, come on. Let's see if we can get a ghost. Guess what? All these people that I worked with were fucking morons.
That's so rude.
No, because you know what else was behind our farthest back bar? A mirror. So when they were sitting there cleaning the bar up the front with the lights off, they thought they were seeing something down there. It's just their own goddamn reflection. I'm like, good Lord, I don't even know how I'm dealing with any of you right now.
Don't get me wrong. There are times where I look at something and I go, oh no. And I'll go investigate it and I'll go, okay, I understand now. I understand what's happening here. My fear got the better of me. But there are times where I just can't fucking explain something and I'm going, well, that's a little weird. I ignore it.
Things get weird, but there are definitely ways to explain it. Most of it's infrasound, actually.
Infrasound?
Infrasound. It's the wavelengths of sound that are just above or below human audible range. But mostly it's actually there's actually been an increase in ghost sightings since fluorescent light bulbs became a thing, because exciting the neon gas, it's not neon, but I think it's argon.
Yeah,
exciting the gas in it, it actually creates that low frequency hum. Like there's the hum you hear, and there's another hum that vibrates at just the right frequency to move the fluid in your eyeballs around, which makes you see things out of the corner of your eye.
But I mean, having 2 people.
Auditory hallucination.
Bullshit.
Because I know you weren't sober.
No, I was sober.
Lies.
Because I was in the military. Yeah, I was sober. I wasn't smoking pot. I wasn't drinking alcohol.
No,
wasn't doing anything like that.
First of all, I don't believe that.
I wasn't doing that. Not at the house.
Okay,
like if I went out somewhere, that was something else.
Happened.
But no, I was also in school for that, so I couldn't do that stuff. Because I had to go to school the next day.
The footsteps is definitely like a raccoon underneath the floorboards. That's easy.
No, it was legit.
Especially it's a trailer.
It was legit footsteps.
No.
Walking down the hallway.
There are ways to figure that out.
You hear someone going, just out of one fucking ear.
Hey, that's why I want to go on a ghost hunt with her. She keeps saying, I'm like, I will go. I would love to go.
We just have to plan it.
I kept saying, honeymoon. We could go stay in the hotel where they shot The Shining.
Oh, no, that would be fun.
Absolutely not.
What is that? Overwatch? Overlook?
I don't remember.
The name of the real hotel is not the same, but I think the one in the book it was the Overlook Hotel.
I remember. What was it? Trying to figure out the last time. It was with Ashley. Ashley can back me up on this. But we went to the cemetery and we went like ghost hunting or whatever, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna stop you right there. Your first mistake was going into
and it was pretty funny because it was just like, yeah, let's go to random places and see if we capture anything, just for shits and giggles, early 20s, whatever. So we go to this one gravesite and we're sitting here videotaping, and it has a boom mic on it and everything, and we're all sitting there quiet as a mouse. Audible to us was dead silence, just nothing, right? We go, hey, do you want to say anything to us or whatever? Just say something.
Silence.
Just dead silence, right?
Gotcha.
But then all of a sudden you hear, just like that, dude. Like, no shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because we all got back in the car. We didn't hear anything at that time.
So you're watching playback, yeah.
So we're watching the playback, and it's literally like, we're like, do you want to say anything? Blah, blah, blah. And then just... It was like, oh shit. I was like, no way. Everybody's like, holy fuck. It's creepy.
I'm not saying it's not creepy.
It's like, again, no way that you're going to sit there and tell me that out of all of us, we're dead silent, dead ass night, no wind, no nothing, just a good night. And there was just like an actual breath going.
He's the type of person that until he actually experiences it himself, he won't.
But even if he does experience it, he's the kind of guy that goes, "Oh, it's bullshit."
I can explain it away.
I'll explain it. You know, the house just moved, so the door opened by itself.
A lot of that
The foundation shifted a little bit, so that's why the whole thing.
that can happen. First of all, second of all, it's mostly wind currents on that one. It's airflow through a house.
Oh man, I gotta find the other video where
I'm just telling you.
basically like this guy, because I was watching all these videos, and this guy's like watching like his door, and the doorknob is going like that, and you can see the actual like lock mechanism inside the door moving back and forth like fluttering.
You know what's happening?
What's happening?
He's got a friend on the other side of the fucking door.
because he opens the damn door and it's a closet this fucking deep, with clothes, nothing else.
Yeah, his friend's behind the clothes. He hides in there.
No, the clothes, it's literally, if I was to stand in the closet, it would be noticeable. He moves the clothes out of the way to see the back wall. There's nothing in that closet. He shuts the door, lets go of it, and starts going.
Video editing.
No.
A piece of string.
No.
Have you ever seen a magician, an illusionist?
No.
There's 10,000 ways to pull that off
No.
and make it look real.
No, there are many different ways that you could sit there and say, yes, this is exactly what's happening. But there are times where it's just legit, like, holy shit, that's unreal.
It's your brain.
So every GameStop that I've ever worked in was definitely haunted.
Yeah, by the hopes and dreams of everyone of all the hopes and dreams that died there. Yes.
The one that was the most haunted
Christ.
was the
Most haunted.
most haunted was the first store I worked at here in Texas, and so fucking I came in one morning, the only one there, by myself, doing my own morning shit, and all of a sudden I hear this crash in the back room. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
Raccoon. Sorry.
I go back there and
Shifting
like
of inventory.
there was this one shelf that we had like a bunch of back stock on, and it's not like the shelf broke and the shit fell. Like it was like thrown across the fucking room.
Micro earthquake.
Where
The guy next door slammed into the wall really hard.
the last store I was in, I
Easy.
don't remember if it was an opening or a closing day, but I know I was in the store
It's
by
GameStop, it's
myself.
cheap shutters.
And I was just like it was just one of those days, and like I heard something just randomly fall, and the ghost name was Bill, and I was like, not today, Bill. We're not doing this shit today.
So you just name a ghost a random name.
The first
he
problem-
didn't tell you his name.
The
He
first
didn't know his
problem is
name
that
was
you
Bill.
named it.
Now
I
you're
didn't-
never gonna get rid of it.
Yeah.
I was told that was his name when I started there.
And how did they figure that out? Did
Yeah.
they ask Bill?
I don't know. Apparently,
Did a Bill die there?
That's how you piss off a Bill. Is by you just name him some random name. And
Yeah.
Now he's gonna go straight from ghost to poltergeist, and you're getting your shit fucked up.
obviously,
okay?
it was already a poltergeist. He's throwing shit around my store.
Obviously, because you were calling him Bill, and it's not his fucking name.
He's like, my name's not fucking Bill.
It's Phil. It's Phil. How many times do I have to tell you? It's fucking Phil.
I died for this store. This is bullshit.
Did you guys just hear the weird
The great
audio
black
fluctuation? You're upsetting the ghosts.
The great Black Friday riot of 1925 murdered me on my GameStop floor.
I died in this GameStop. My name is Phil, damn it.
It's not Bill.
It's not Bill.
They all got that wrong when I was alive, too. It was always Phil. It was always Phil.
Well, you know that's why I have so many cats, right? They ward off negative energy, and they're the guardians of the underworld. Ain't nothing getting in this fucking house.
Now I will say,
Right, Patches?
I will say, there was one corner in a house I used to live in that was always dark no matter what.
Uh-huh.
It can be explained.
No. It's just, it literally.
Because all the lights in the roof, they wouldn't end up at the same point, so that one point was always in shadow.
It really is how it works. But inside, my cat, Mr. Kitty, would sit there and stare at it for hours and just be like, I don't know, that might be a ghost. Fuck it. All right.
I never put it past it. The world is a crazy place, so if we get on the deep and dirty stuff in the world, if you die, energy got to go somewhere,
Theoretically, the soul has an actual weight to it. They've proven that in
Soul is energy. So
no, like your body, it move every single. Basically, they did a huge study. They weighed a lot of people that were as they were dying in hospitals, and they had a pretty consistent number for the weight that
of a soul.
Well, basically, they're like, we can't explain what it is, but every single body when it dies immediately loses, like it was like 0.8 grams or something like that. And they're like, yeah, it's like real consistent and it's a little freaky and we're not sure what it means. But there's our study. That's the findings. All right, we're going to walk away and go start praying maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure. Yeah, so you never know. You never know. But that's why one of my favorite shows, I do love Ghost Adventures.
Yeah.
Zach Baggins. But just because, like, I used to watch all of those stupid ghost shows just because I loved to debunk them a little bit. And these guys are like getting freaked out. And they're like, I liked when they went back and they're like, well, no, this is obviously not what actually happened there. Okay, so we explained it. We're good. But how do you explain that? I'm like, the same way you explain the other thing. There was a dude in the room. Anyway, he hid under the bed when he went into the room to look. Oh, it's crazy. But anyway, I loved Ghost Adventures because he just goes in and he's like, fuck it. Fight me, ghost. Let's do this thing.
He said that one time, and you just latched onto it.
But he does. He always tries to antagonize them in some way or shape or form. He's like, no, you need to communicate with me right now. I'm an angry man. Let's do this. Prove to me that there are ghosts.
I'm an angry, muscly man. Prove to me that you're real.
I don't want to wait around for it anymore. I got cameras and shit. Let's do this thing. Come on.
I don't know. There was like one or two episodes where I legit think like they were legit freaked out. What was it, Nick? The skinnier guy? They went to like the insane asylum or something like that.
They specifically fuck with him though. He gets real freaked out.
You're thinking of Aaron. Aaron's the one they always fuck with.
No, Aaron's the one that they fuck with.
Nick's the one that's normally calm. And then there was that one. I think
there's one. He was like in the insane asylum or whatever, and he went into this room and it was like a bathroom or something, and all of a sudden he's just like,
he's like, I gotta get out.
Full freak out. Was like, holy shit! I literally saw a woman standing right there, and like they went and looked, and there was nothing there.
Nick was on the first couple seasons, but when Zach
I don't know, that was a legit like fear expression,
When Zach started getting into the more demonology stuff, Nick was like, deuces, bro.
He started getting a little weird. He's like, he's like, I don't necessarily believe in this, but let's not fuck with it.
Yeah, Nick got out of there quick as soon as he started doing all the demon stuff.
He's like, well, let's start talking. Let's try and summon somebody. Let's not.
Let's not do that.
We don't really believe in it. Let's err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
Maybe don't accidentally summon Beelzebub into this plane.
We're fucking with stuff that we may not know. So let's not.
Say
we did.
What happens if this works? Because best case scenario, nothing happens. That's the best case scenario.
He's got that museum in Las Vegas now with all the haunted artifacts. I'm like,
that's super cool.
How is this just not a portal to hell? I'm confused. Like, seems like a real bad plan, guys.
I'm just wondering who works there.
Did he ever open the Dybbuk box?
I don't know.
Because
I don't think he was going to. I think he said he was never going to open it, just in case.
They've done a couple, every Halloween they do like a special where it's like, this is the year we're going to do it.
Yeah, and guess what? They'll milk you forever and never actually open it.
I can't remember. I thought he might have.
We're going to open it. And then they put a bunch of little instruments around to measure stuff. Then all of a sudden the freaking radio goes off going, die.
We're not opening it.
We're not opening it today. It's too creepy. Something came in and said die, so no way.
It's just their other buddy in the other room talking on the radio.
Just clicks in. All you hear is bleep bleep. Die. Bleep bleep.
Die. Over.
You're so stupid.
I would still want the ghost to use proper radio protocol.
Yeah.
Die. Over. 10-4, good buddy. That was come back now. Is that die?
That was a good take. That was a good take. Die, right?
Die. Did you get the gun? Guys, did it come through? Did you get that one? Was it on camera? Shut the fuck up, Billy.
Did it come through? Did I do it right? Damn it, Billy.
Cut. All right, we're gonna reset from 1. Jesus Christ, Billy, this is the 7th time today.
Why are you picking on Billy? What did he ever do to you?
He died in your GameStop, obviously.
There you go.
Rude. Go away.
There you go. High five for that one.
That's a fate worse than death. To be stuck for a GameStop in all eternity. I Can't even play the demo game. They locked him out after 2 minutes. This is bullshit. He's never gotten past level 1. I really think that Zelda should be a good game.
Okay, what about the night you got woken up at 2:00 in the morning because the alarm was going off and we had to drive there, and the cops showed up and there wasn't nothing in there.
Mouse.
Faulty wiring. Mouse.
Thomas.
A big shadow. An owl flew in front of the door and gave enough shadow of light change to set off the motion detector. There's literally hundreds of ways that could happen. Besides a ghost.
Could have been a ghost. You don't know. You can't disprove that it was a ghost.
Supposedly the place I'm haunted now, or I work now, is super haunted too. All of my staff, they're like, oh yeah, if you're here late at night, you'll hear stuff's moving. I'm like, yeah, it's a big building and it's put together pretty shittily. You're gonna hear some stuff. But anyway, they're like, no, but this one time, swear to God, we heard a lady scream upstairs, and we'd been closed for hours. There's nobody here. Blood curdling scream. We all go up and look. There's nothing there. Nothing there.
So clearly, we need to do an overnight stay at your club.
No, because there's nothing there.
You can't disprove. Can you not do whatever you're doing over there?
You can't prove there's a ghost.
You can't prove there's not.
Yeah,
She's right. Can't prove there's not.
technically no.
I've seen shadow figures, like things out of my eye, where I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's called things out of the corner of your eye.
No, it's not like out of the like
your
out
brain,
of the very edge. It's
your
like
brain,
it's like in my view.
Your
but
brain
just
is
out
a
of it.
meat computer hanging around in a bunch of juices in a bone mecca, and it's trying to interpret all this raw data and then give it to you in a way that you can understand.
But
it
what
fucks up a lot.
What happens when
the
it's
brain
like
fucks up a lot?
What happens when it's on camera and there's no one in a building?
Yeah.
Again,
We just need to go on a ghost hunt.
99% of those are faked for the views.
But how do you know?
Yeah, how do you know?
Oh my god, that is the worst argument technique.
But that's what you're
on the
saying. You're
planet.
saying they're not real because it could be anything. Well, how do you know it's not?
Yeah.
Ghosts are real.
You know what? We're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to go on a ghost tour of some type.
I'm totally down for it.
Like I said, I'm here.
You got a pretty good camera.
Yeah, you got a good camera. You got the microphones too. So
I gotta get some sensitive mics.
yeah,
You can get an EMF reader for pretty cheap online.
yeah.
I'm just saying, if we're gonna do it, we should do it right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm with you.
obviously. There's lots of haunted places in Texas.
I'm okay with
All
it.
sorts. There's like 6 of the most haunted places in Texas are in Houston.
We can call it haunted cats. Yeah, see that? Spooky cats.
Spooky.
Ooh, Ghost cats.
No, cats, but in the font from Taps.
What was the other one? I think the video that I sent you was one of the girls.
Scary Comp V56?
Yeah, the first one is like this young girl where like you ever have or heard someone give like that terrified scream where it's just pure fear.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I've heard it. She does it.
that is exactly
I'm
what
really
this,
good at
this
it.
girl
She
did.
does it.
Basically, like the radio in her room goes off, like, and it's not even like an alarm. It just turns on by itself.
Sure. Sorry.
It's just a short. It totally went off on its own because it was shorted out. But it goes off, and then all of a sudden you just hear that little girl go, just like that.
The full.
Yeah. Like, holy shit, someone's in my room, So she goes running to her mom, and I'm like, what's going on? And then like,
There's no one there.
it's just like a silhouette of a guy standing in a room. Pretty much what she saw, and there was no one there. You're right. There's no one there because ghosts are real.
What about the loafers underneath the curtains over there? In all honesty, I think that'd be less scary than an actual ghost in my room. I'm like, all right, yeah, that sounds fine. Murder me. That's cool.
Some guy in loafers behind the curtain.
I'm just saying, that sounds like, hey, that's some Ted Bundy shit right there. turns on the radio, bumps the radio with his elbow on accident. He jumps behind the curtain. They're like, "There's nobody here." Turns the lights back off. I got you now.
Hi, little girl.
Do you want to be my friend?
You want to be my friend?
Absolutely not.
I've got candy in the van.
When I went on a trip,
Show me the candy first. Is what I'm saying. I need to see the candy first. Then I'll get in your fucking van. Okay.
there are like the random places in the United States where like there's nothing and there's just nothing around, and it's like those random houses out in the middle of nowhere. And my only voice for all those
Isn't that Courage the Cowardly Dog?
no, but my only voice for those types of like people who live out there are like, "Hi, how you doing? You want to come inside? You can come down to my basement. You can come into my room. Just come on in. I'll take real good care of you."
Absolutely not.
All right, that is all right. So if we ever shooting a horror movie, Tom is the hillbilly that murders everybody, and that's the voice he uses.
But it'd just be a weird dude just walks up, just looks nerdy as fuck. Just, "Hi,
You guys look lost. Do you need help?
you guys need help?
Come back
Did
to
your
my
car breakdown?"
I got maps at my place and some ice cold lemonade. Give me some lemonade.
You guys look tired. You
Take a
guys can
nap.
come rest at my house.
You can take a nap in my basement. It locks from the outside. I mean, there's beds down there.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's like my voice for every time I'm driving around somewhere and we get to like just Timbuktu. "Hi, how are ya?
You're like,
You want to come on inside?
It's gonna be a no from me,
No.
dog.
Gotta get out of here."
That just sounds like. Did you ever see the show Tucker and Dale versus Evil, or the movie Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
I think so. Refresh.
It's Alan Tudyk and now I can't remember the other guy's name, but they're a couple of hillbillies basically. But they just bought them a fishing cabin up on the lake, and they go up to fix up their fishing cabin, and there's a group of teenagers there that are camping on the lake, and the teenagers think that they're murdering hillbillies, and then through a series of wacky hijinks accidentally murder themselves, get off themselves on the hillbilly's property. And they're just sitting there going, "I don't know what's going on."
That's right.
They're just like the nicest guys in the world, and the kids all go through, they still go to get all the normal horror movie murderized.
They're like running from something, and like one trips and like stabs himself on like
on
something.
a log, yeah. One of them accidentally throws himself into a wood chipper.
I think I remember seeing this, and the hillbillies walk up and like, "Oh shit!" And they go, "Fuck."
They're like, "What did the cops show up? What are we supposed to say?" "Well, hello, officer. I'm sorry, but we've had a doozy of a day." And then the cops do show up, and the cop also accidentally gets
Kills
murdered
himself.
on there. It's so over the top. It's so ridiculous. But yeah,
I think I remember seeing that movie.
But yeah, that's that kind of hillbilly you want. You're like, he really is just a nice guy. He's like, "I've never murdered anybody. Why does nobody want my fresh squeezed handmade lemonade? I grow the lemons myself in the back.
I'm truly nice. I'm a really nice guy."
It's sweetened with fresh agave that I grow in the back as well, because we're in a very arid climate. It works out perfect.
These all come from my garden. I picked them myself this morning.
Why does no one want to have my lemonade?
I really just want to help you. Please get away from us. I just want to help us. Please let me help you.
I'm literally a doctor. I can fix that leg
Help
for
me
you right
help
now.
you.
I retired out here because I couldn't stand the hustle and bustle of the big city.
Sir, I took the Hippocratic Oath. I got to take care of you.
Do no harm.
No, get away from me. Get away from me. Okay. I mean, you're the patient.
You are technically allowed to refuse treatment, I guess. My HMO is going to kill me.
You never met me. Don't sue me. I don't live at this house. I live 10 miles away. I knew it. You don't live here. You're right. I don't live here. Just walks back in the house.
I don't. Nope. That's what you tell everybody. She goes and sits down and watches TV.
I tried to help him.
I just hear that guy out outside going, "Oh God, my leg, it hurts." And he's going, "God damn it! I really just want to help that guy."
I won't even let me help him. It's messed up.
Super messed up.
I don't know where any of that was going, but that was
It's just fucking off the wall shit. This is the type of shit that I like. I like the off the wall shit.
Vans? You big fan of Vans?
Yeah, I actually got Vans on too. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, fancy.
Look at that. What color Vans you rocking?
Black.
Some classic black.
Yeah, that's because I work with them, so they're good shoes to work in. Surprisingly,
They have they're pretty comfortable soles.
Yeah.
Converse got a lot better ever since they got bought by Nike. There's comfort and support.
They got that proprietary soul.
He just gave you the crazy eyes.
I know.
Are you okay?
Hi, how are you?
He's fine. I don't know. We want to talk about our bits.
We
I
can
talked
talk
about mine.
some bits. Tom sort of already started his bits.
Yeah, I already talked about mine.
Tom will add some bits.
Yeah.
Tom, now with extra bits.
Zachary, what do you got, Zachary?
What do I have again?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this spoke to me with a bit of the computer engineering background that I took. No. There's corn involved, so corn maze-ish? I don't know. No. So John Deere is notoriously finicky with their computer systems that they use to run all of their equipment. And basically they make you bring a manufacturer agent out to anytime your truck breaks and everything like that.
Where they copyright their software
Yeah,
and then they
and
make that guy have to come out and
Yeah.
fix it.
And,
Yeah.
and all he literally has to do is push one button on the little laptop that he hooks into it, and then it's good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did. It's basically there's a huge convention over here. It's mostly about internet and IT security and stuff like that. All those different things that they do. So they always have like a jailbreak contest, basically, kind of thing like that. This year, one of the guys, he actually was able to jailbreak that system, and he demonstrated it on screen.
Nice.
And which is a huge win. It was a very complicated way to do it and everything like that. So we was helping to work on the process to make it easier, so farmers can actually just fix their own shit,
Right.
instead of being beholden to John Deere. But then he also decided, just because he is a computer engineer and it's what they do, he got it to run Doom. And a specially modded version of Doom where you have a tractor wheel in your hand
And you're at a farm.
and you're on a farm.
That's smart.
And so he got one of the little tractor, like one of the displays from a combine to run and play Doom on it. And so I'm like, that's just a great thing in the leap forward for right to repair, and then also just, of course, you made it play Doom. It's the second thing you do. You're like, I got it to work. I made it play Doom. All right, there you go.
Did you see the mod where you play as a cat playing
Doom?
Doom?
Yeah.
No, I did
Is it
not
like
see
the newer Doom, or are we talking old
Are
Doom?
we talking like old school Doom?
An old Doom.
And you
But
played as a cat?
Yeah, and he's got the little Demon Slayer helmet on.
That's fun.
If I see the video again, I'll link it. But
Yeah,
that is not my bit. My
You'll
bit
need to link it.
is about so there was this lady
My
who
bit was directly related. This is crazy.
who she was getting ready to go to Disney, and so she was gonna Disney bound, so she ordered like this bow for her hair, and Amazon, instead of sending her one bow, sent her 40 bows.
It's a lot of bows.
So the day she went to Disney, she just went around like handing out bows to like different people. It was just really sweet.
Were they
That's very
really
nice.
cute bows? What did the bows look like? Were they mini bows?
They were like
Were they red, white polka dot bows?
just like the bow, like a little bow with like the long tails.
What color was the bow?
I don't know. I just bows. I don't remember. This was from like 2 weeks ago.
Where are my bows at?
Whatever.
Oh my god. Okay. Sidebar completely.
Okay.
Apparently
episode
there
is
is a garden naked day. It's like one of those really dumb holidays.
I'm confused where this is going.
When we get there. And they were talking about it on a local news station, like TV, and they're talking about it, and the guy, it's just like a 60-year-old dude is the other anchor, and he's sitting there and he's like, I want to know where the hoe's at, and the rakes, and the trowels. And I'm like, oh gosh, No. Oh, where the hose at?
He was like, "Fuck, gotta work out."
Where the hose at? And the rakes and the trowels. You know what a trowel is, and refuses to acknowledge the fact that you just said where the hose at all, and it's just utterly insane. What is this world?
Where are those bows at?
Where my bows at? Bows before hose, of course.
Yeah, well.
Bows for my hose.
Did you have another one?
No.
No. Wait, you don't?
No.
One
We only
bit.
had one. Wow.
Yeah, that's all I have.
I'm a little upset. I wanted more bits.
Well, I don't have more bits.
Well, what are you gonna do?
What I do have is we are now on TikTok.
Oh.
TikTok?
8bit_cats. You can still find us on Facebook and Instagram. And, of course, support us on Patreon. Patreon.com/8bitcats. And until next time, geek out and be fabulous. Nothing, you got nothing from this week?
You didn't finish
I was
it.
waiting
Yeah.
for have fun.
Yeah, I was waiting for have fun too.
Have fun. That's cats with a Z. Cats with a Z.
You guys are stupid.
Have a good night. I got dick puppets in my basement.
What?
Do I have 8 cats? Yes, I do. Do I regret my life choices? Always. But I don't regret supporting 8-Bit Cats on Patreon. Oh, I couldn't open my mouth.